Before we move on to this, the Bucks, the team that stretched Dame, what are they doing? I'm
We
confused.
all are.
And I mean, Myles Turner for what they give him four for
Yep.
107. Is that much of an improvement from
Nope.
Brook Lopez? Uh, who's running the team now? Obviously, Giannis is the man, but you need guards to make that engine roll. Um, just a lot of weird
Giannis
decisions.
don't want to be that motherfucker. Giannis don't want
That's
to
what
be
I'm
that.
saying.
I mean,
Is it time to pack it in? And I can only imagine
you
what
got
you get with Giannis on the trade market. Is it time to rebuild?
yeah, it's a rebuilding. They got to cut the cord with Giannis, let this motherfucker go because he don't want to be there. You know what I mean? So, and but yeah, they in rebuilding situation. That shit is all fucked up over there in Milwaukee now, and especially when your main man don't want to play with you no more, and he done gave you everything he could give you. He done been. I mean, that man could have been left, and he stayed there. But, they say he likes he don't like to move around a lot. So, but it's a good situation for him, man. I just think they in rebuilding situation, man. The goddamn Milwaukee Bucks, that shit's trash over there. I don't know. I wouldn't even want to go there. I wouldn't even want to go there and play.
But once they traded Middleton away, that's when things start going downhill. He was a big part of what they did. He had got hurt and he had missed a little time out, and they didn't play. They played a little bit. They played better a little bit without him. Then they got rid of him. They've been going downhill since. Now Giannis don't really know he want to be there. And then now you got to think, bro. How many people want to play for Doc in Milwaukee? Like it's like, come on, bro. Like in
That's
Mm.
Milwaukee
real.
at
but
that. Like, come
Yeah,
on, bro. Like I think they had that run. I
yeah,
think they got to
yeah.
blow that all up, man.
see, what I think though too also is adding to that, and I think it's a similar thing that Denver did. The small pieces that help you get to that championship. You know what I mean? The PJ Tuckers and the smaller pieces when you kind of let them go. And then similar on the flip side where Denver let go of Bruce Brown and Jeff Green and guys that were instrumental, although they were able to re-sign Bruce Brown for $3 million. So they got him back a year or two later. But you kind of forget. Obviously, you focus on your core stars, but role players make that shit go. And I feel like both those teams kind of let crucial guys go. Luckily, Denver was able to rebound and rebuild, but Milwaukee hasn't been able to do that. So it'll be really interesting to see if Giannis, packs it up. Like you said, Max, he brought an MVP there. He brought a championship there. We all know Milwaukee lifestyle is not something you strive for. You know what I mean? And you see this man's buying houses out in New York and moving around big cities now. So I think he might be getting that itch.
Yeah,
We gonna
yeah. You
see.
definitely want that motherfucker. Yeah, yeah.
Pacers. I mean, Jack, you're headed to Indy right now. You were there throughout their run. What I mean, Hallie's out with an Achilles. You Miles Turner's gone. Uh, what is their strategy moving forward? Are they just biding their time until Halliburton gets back? Do they trade some people away for some assets? What do you guys think their play should be?
The core of the team is still there. I think they plan on making some moves to do some things. Beginning of the season, Goyard Nembhard got to just come out balling. He got to be more aggressive. I think it's going to be good for him because he get to come out aggressive and really get himself going. Not going to be the same team without Halliburton, but you got the same core team and all those guys play hard. I think they're going to be all right, especially in the East. I think they're going to be all right, bro.
I like the damn trade with Miles Turner, big old soft ass. His ass want to shoot all them goddamn threes. I like that trade for Miles Turner. Fuck that shit. That big old
Oh
soft
shit.
motherfucker want to shoot all the goddamn threes, man. Get your
Yeah.
ass on the block, man. So hopefully they put his ass on the
Hey,
block over there, motherfucker. But
Max, that's why we love you, Max, because you're talking from a lot of players' perspective, our fans' perspective, but also like an old school, like bro, you're bigger than everyone on the court, and you want to keep yourself on the perimeter the whole. I mean, I don't mind the perimeter, but mix it in. You know, what I mean, mix in that block and take advantage of that. But it's crazy. You said it best, Max.
that's all I have to say about that.
Your Rockets, Max. They made some moves. We haven't spoken since Kevin Durant in the 7-team deal. Rockets received Kevin Durant and Clint Capella. Suns received Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks. Houston also signed Dorian Finney-Smith to a 4-year, $53 million deal, and they re-signed Jabari Smith and Steven Adams. Solid move for your boys.
I love the moves. I love every damn thing they done over there in Houston, man. They trying to really win one. I think they put themselves in a good position to be one of the favorites this year. I mean, like I kept saying, All these motherfuckers needed to do was the Rockets needed to do was get a motherfucker you can roll that ball out to and go get a goddamn bucket, and we got him now. And
You
we
got
got
one of the
this
greatest to
motherfucker.
ever do it. You got one to be able to
Absolutely.
ever roll the ball out and go get you one. Kevin Durant's one of the
Absolutely.
greatest to ever do it, and I agree with you. I felt like they were missing. They were a good young team that played hard and a
Yep.
good coach, but they missed that
hmm
one guy that every single night is going to give you whether it's
Yes.
what do you have 27 last year? It'll probably make 26, 25,
Yeah.
26, 27 next year.
Consistency.
That
Consistency.
consistency.
That's
He's
it.
got a bunch of young dogs that are going to play hard for Kevin too. You know what I mean? They realize
Absolutely.
that
Oh
they
my
know
goodness.
KD is on
Yes.
his last run,
Oh
and them
yeah.
young
Oh
boys are
yeah.
going to be motivated
Oh,
to play
some
hard for him and
dogs.
help him get one on the way. So I'm really happy
Absolutely.
for you guys and
Oh
what you
yeah.
were able to do, man. They
Oh
continue
yeah.
to improve. Another team that I feel got better was Denver. They traded Michael Porter Jr. for Cam Johnson. Michael Porter is owed $79 million over the next 2 seasons. Cam Johnson is owed $43 over the next 2 seasons. So, nearly $30 million, $30+ million difference. They were able to sign an instrumental Swiss Army knife for their championship run, Bruce Brown, for only $3 million. And then they got Valanciunas, who was in talks about jumping over the waters, and Denver said, "Nah, fuck that, bro. We traded for you. You gonna honor your contract." But all jokes aside, to me, Valanciunas is one of the best backup bigs in the
Absolutely.
game.
Yes. Yeah.
Very
Yes. Yes.
solid, double, hard nose,
Absolutely. Yes. Oh yeah.
physical. You'll find his
hmm
ass. He likes to shoot that, awkward looking
Oh
jumper
yeah.
from the mid range,
Chop
but he'll
shot.
he'll be on
Absolutely.
that block too. He'll
Yes,
definitely do some
sir.
block work. So
Yes,
I think
sir.
that's a big move. So you look
Absolutely.
at what Cam, you get Murray, Cam Johnson, Christian Braun,
Mm.
Peyton Watson, Aaron Gordon,
Mm.
Bruce Brown, Tim Hardaway Jr. too. They picked him
Shh.
up, which is a very solid pickup, and then Valanciunas, and you put that all around Jokic.
Mm.
And this team was what they took OKC to 7, right?
7. Yes.
So I
7
mean,
games. Yeah.
they
Yeah.
definitely got better. So
Absolutely.
between these two, Max, these two teams we just mentioned, who's had a better offseason thus far? Has it been Houston or Denver?
Oh man, I'm
It's hard.
probably
It's hard to
probably
say.
Denver.
I was
Probably
about to,
Denver.
and I was talking to the
Probably
producers
Denver.
too, and
I mean,
it's hard for me to say that a team you get a Kevin Durant and your team didn't have the best offseason, but Denver's been able to put a lot around and they've been able to
absolutely.
add pieces
Yes.
to it
Yes.
already a
Yes. Yes.
championship proven team. I
Yes.
really like
Absolutely.
what Houston's done.
Yes.
And to
Yes.
your point, I think they put themselves right in contention. I think it's going to be Denver, Houston, and
Yeah.
OKC
Denver. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
as the top 3
Absolutely.
teams in the Western Conference.
Yes.
But both teams, man, have had great offseason thus far, and it really kind of shines the
Absolutely.
lights on the teams that haven't.
hmm
You
Yeah.
look at Phoenix like, okay, now you're buying out Bradley Beal, and what are you getting in return? You lose
Right.
Kevin
Right.
Durant.
Right.
Milwaukee, you stretch Dame and you sign Myles Turner. Like, you see how important. I think a lot of people just don't appreciate how important a solid foundation from ownership to management is on building
It
these teams.
is.
We've seen the
Absolutely.
Knicks struggle for
Absolutely.
so many years, and they finally got some good management in there, and you see the product on the court. I tell people, man, I don't care what the fuck you have on paper. If your management and ownership is
And
sideways,
it's
it'll
up
never,
top.
it'll never turn into, because winning
That's right.
starts
Absolutely.
up top. Max, this is the last show of the summer for the season. What is one bold prediction for next year? What's something you want to hang your hat on that remember this day and we're going to clip this shit and next year we're going to say, Max, remember you said this shit on this day. What is that prediction for you?
My goddamn Rockets gonna win the championship next year.
Ooh, I ain't mad at it.
That's what the
I
bold
love it.
motherfucking prediction is. That's it. The
Hey,
Rockets gonna win that
I
motherfucker.
love it.
Yeah,
I
that's what
love
it
it.
is. What's yours?
I don't know. I'm gonna think of one. Normally, as the host, I just have to ask you motherfuckers that. I don't really have to give you my bold prediction, but
This
what is a bold
motherfucker.
prediction? What is a bold prediction? I think Bradley Beal has a very solid season next year, and he reminds people why just 3 or 4 years ago he was considered one of the best 2 guards in the game. I think a bounce back season for Bradley. Good dude, bad situation, and then how all the noise starts with that. But I'm happy. I'm happy he's going to get his chance to really spread his wings and find the love for the game again. And so that's my prediction. It's not as big as yours. I'm not
Yeah,
saying
but
who's going
I
to win the
like
championship.
I like Bradley. He a Gator, you know what I mean? That motherfucker, he went to Florida, so I fucks with him. Yeah, he's a Gator, so
Does LeBron finish as a Laker next season?
absolutely. Absolutely. You can't trade LeBron from the fucking Lakers. I mean, who the fuck saying that? Who's saying that shit? Who
Dylan.
Dylan, Dylan, stop with all that bullshit. Dylan, what are you talking about, buddy? Don't do that to yourself. Hell no, Bron ain't going no motherfucking where. Hell no, that man in L.A. for yeah, he's going nowhere. He's not going nowhere.